Welcome to CyberJali podcast. Today we're diving into a topic that sounds straight out of a cyber thriller. Shodan, ever heard of it?
Oh, absolutely. It's like the Google for devices, right? But instead of searching for cat videos, you're finding webcams and routers.
Exactly. Shodan scans the internet for connected devices. But what really surprised me was just how many things are exposed.
Yeah, and not just computers. We're talking about security cameras, traffic lights, even refrigerators.
Imagine someone controlling your smart fridge. That's a weird brand of horror.
I know. But seriously, most people don't realize how vulnerable their devices can be if they're not protected properly.
So let's break it down. What does Shodan actually do that makes it so unique compared to, say, Google?
Well, Google indexes websites. Shodan indexes devices and their metadata. Things like open ports and banners.
And that means you can search for, say, webcams in a specific country or city?
Yep. And sometimes those webcams are wide open. No password, no nothing.
That's wild. Why do you think so many devices end up exposed like that?
Often it's default settings. People set up their devices and forget to change the default password or close unnecessary ports.
It's like leaving your front door wide open and hoping no one walks in.
Exactly. And Shodan is like a map for anyone looking for open doors.
The article mentioned some scary stuff, like finding traffic control systems online. That blew my mind.
Right? And it's not just about spying. Some of these systems can be manipulated, which is a real safety risk.
How easy is it for someone to actually exploit these exposed devices?
If there's no password or outdated firmware, it can be ridiculously easy. Even a curious teenager could stumble in.
That's a bit terrifying. So, why aren't manufacturers making devices more secure by default?
Cost and convenience. Security features can complicate setup, and companies want to make things easy for users.
But that backfires when it comes to security. Convenience versus safety is always a trade-off.
True. And sometimes users just don't know better. The average person isn't thinking about port 23 being open.
Speaking of ports, the article gave some examples, like finding industrial control systems online. That's next level.
Yeah, Shodan revealed power plants and water treatment facilities with open connections. That's a serious national risk.
It's almost like leaving the keys to the city under the doormat.
I like that. And hackers are getting better at finding those keys.
So, what should individuals do to protect their devices?
First, always change default passwords. That's basic but crucial.
And update firmware. Outdated software is an open invitation for attackers.
Also, disable services and ports you don't use. Less is more when it comes to exposure.
Do you think most people even know how to check which ports are open on their home router?
Honestly, probably not. The average person just plugs it in and hopes for the best.
Maybe manufacturers should include a security checkup as part of the setup process.
That would help. But there's also a need for better public awareness.
The article mentioned that Shodan can be a tool for good, too. Security researchers use it to find vulnerabilities.
Definitely. It's not all doom and gloom. Sometimes organizations don't realize they're exposed until someone finds it on Shodan.
So, in a way, Shodan acts like a flashlight, showing us what we need to fix.
Exactly. But that flashlight can be used by both the good guys and the bad guys.
Double-edged sword for sure.
Absolutely. It's all about who's holding it and what their intentions are.
The article also pointed out that some companies have started proactive monitoring using Shodan.
That's smart. If you know what's exposed, you can fix it before someone else finds it.
It's like checking your own house for unlocked windows instead of waiting for a burglar.
Good analogy. And for organizations, regular audits are a must.
So if someone wants to see what's exposed in their own network, should they use Shodan themselves?
They can, but with caution. It's powerful. And you need to understand what you're looking at.
There's a risk of misunderstanding the results and either panicking or ignoring real issues.
Exactly. Sometimes what looks scary isn't a real risk, but sometimes small things can be huge vulnerabilities.
Have you ever used Shodan yourself?
I have, just out of curiosity. It's eye-opening and a little unsettling.
Did you find anything surprising?
I found a coffee machine online once. It was speaking in plain text. I guess even coffee isn't safe.
That's hilarious and unsettling. Imagine someone changing your coffee order remotely.
The horror. But seriously, it shows how deep the rabbit hole goes.
So, wrapping up, what's the one thing you'd want listeners to remember about Shodan?
That your devices might be more exposed than you think. Take simple steps to secure them.
And maybe, next time you buy a smart device, ask yourself, does it really need to be online?
Great question. Just because you can connect your toaster to Wi-Fi doesn't mean you should.
So true. Let's keep our coffee makers and our data safe.
And if you're curious, check out Shodan, but be responsible. It's a tool, not a toy.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to always get notified when we release another cybersecurity insight video. Stay secure, stay smart, and maybe unplug that smart fridge once in a while.
See you next time, and remember, not everything needs an IP address.